Ready when you are.
Come on then. Let's go sort out those malfunctions. Not the best way to start our last week. Don't believe we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time. Of course, we've never had an unidentified spatial anomaly just magically appear right off our port bow either. So it's kind of a day of first, really.
An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the Anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption.
Ah! What the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out. Can you tell me why we have unsecured cargo in the hold?
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that. All right, Jack. Looks like there's a lot to do this morning.
Any priority alerts?
Well, it'll be your station soon. What problem do you want to tackle first?
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look. I need to open my ARM computer. Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Let's investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive. Your body is radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Getting warmer. Keep scanning along that trajectory. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Shields at 95%. Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation.
Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day. Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Initiating manual reboot.
Reboot initiated.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch.
Hull fractures, multi-system failures. Glad to be out of there.
I've always wondered, does that hurt?
My diagnostic systems detect structural damage in real time. It isn't necessary for me to feel pain in an organic sense.
Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me?
I know you like it when I look my best.
Such a gentleman. We should reseal the hatch before we move on, Jack. We're not at war, are we? Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
Well, there's still the ground fault in the cargo bay and the power failure in the oxygen garden. What's next on the agenda?
Let's get the cargo bay squared away.
All right. One of the cargo banks must be malfunctioning. We probably blew a fuse. I'd start by checking the fuse compartment at each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.
The fuse looks intact. Power flow stable. I think I've located the problem. This fuse is blown. We'll need a replacement.
Affirmative. Wait there, I'll bring you a new one from the supply drawers. This should do it.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Power flow restored. Maglocks coming online.
Copy that. Go ahead and secure the cargo.
I should put this away. Strong contact from the maglocks. That's one down. I'm starting to crack the encryption. If I find more CubeSats, I should be able to save the completed audio file to my ARM computer. That will let me share any files I find with Liv once I've gathered enough information. Just one more to go. An early Christmas present. Who is this from?
Titan Command Center. They send one to every officer assigned to a remote station.
Why do they do that?
To remind us of civilization, I suppose. Some people don't take well to the isolation. It can be taxing.
Cargo secure.
Let's lock the system down to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll throw the lockdown lever.
Lockdown engaged.
Thanks, Jack. I feel better already. Let's move on, shall we? Well, the power failure in the oxygen garden is all that's left. Follow me, Jack. Looks like the power failure knocked out the door to the oxygen garden. I'll pull the manual release. And of course, the access panel is stuck. Jack, I think you're gonna have to cut through.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
Reactive cutter and headlamp calibrated successfully.
Copy that. Cut through the access panel so we can pull the door release handle. Excellent, follow me. Let's get started. Hope you're not afraid of the dark. Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative. Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the cover. Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Status report?
The short caused a full system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
You will certainly be leaving Kronos 2 with a vast surplus of duct tape, Liv.
That's because duct tape fixes everything.
Everything?
What? You don't think so?
No, it can't. I have repair schematics for over 50,000 hardware profiles, and none of them mention duct tape.
Well, you're just not being creative enough.
As you say, Captain. I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts. We can deal with the cleanup after we figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot.
Let's get the junction online so we can start the diagnostics.
Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I/O port. Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian, huh? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this part of the ring.
I think I'll keep it, actually, to add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you?
Is that unusual?
Depends who you ask. Use the junction to select another system.
The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems.
It's designed to seal the main reservoir in case of a breach. You'll need to pump
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Good. That should help keep the plants healthy. That's 2 down. Let's tackle the last system.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
Conversion coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Power current stabilized.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. Sarah, verify all oxygen garden subsystems.
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Right. I'm about done here. Do you see the access panel near me?
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And her psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
I see the access panel.
Good. Now listen carefully. To restore power to the sector, we need a priming current in the power coupling. That means you'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. Removing utility cover. Please stand by.
I've got to pump the primer handle before you throw the breaker. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down.
On your command.
Acknowledged. Throw the switch in 3, 2, 1. I'm clear.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. All right, that ought to do it. We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five. There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the hollow table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.